Hello, hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am discussing the some important chapter exercise question answers, that is science and hope of survivals. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಸನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8 ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ ಘಟಕದ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತರಗತಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ತಾವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನ ತಾವು ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪದೇ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಒತ್ತಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಟಿಫೈ ಆಗೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳು ಲಭ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಈಗ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್ ಘಟಕದ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರನ್ನು ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೋಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ವೈವಲ್. ಮೇನ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1. Answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences. First question. According to the author, why do some people choose to become scientists though they may not earn much money? Right answer. They cannot live without science. Science is an exciting adventure and the discovery is the major rewards. Instead of money, they get freedom, friendship, teamwork, and independence, and they will have the joy of uncovering one of the masteries of nature. Next question. Why were technical experts summoned by the Soviet Academy of Sciences? Right answer. The three superpowers wanted to come to an agreement putting a ban on the nuclear weapons test, but there was a possibility that one of the participants could secretly make an underground nuclear explosion. The problem was how the other powers could detect this violation. Third question. Why did the superpowers meet in Geneva? Right answer. The three superpowers wanted to come to an agreement putting a ban on the nuclear weapons test and also to discuss the problems that could arise as a result. Fourth question. Who will be headhunted by financial institution and paramedical industries? Right answer. The people trained in theoretical physics are headhunted by financial institutions. Those trained in the frontiers of biological research became founders and directors in the paramedical industry. Next question. Give a few examples which illustrate the writers stand that scientists are the most practical peoples in the world. Right answer. All new technologies, all new brands of industry are the result of research by scientists. It is through their work that we have medicines, electronics, synthetic fibers, modes of transport, and the green revolution. This provides that scientists are the most practical people. Next question. A paradox may refer to a person, a thing, or a situation that have two opposite features and therefore seem stranger. In the light of this definition, how is mad a paradox? Right answer. The nuclear powers had signed agreement to stop the test of the new nuclear weapons, but If any country violated the agreement and how it could be detected is the paradox. Question number 7. Make a list of lessons that the writer learned at the Geneva Summit. As a scientist, the author had people like him all over the world who could think and interact as the author. It taught him never feel alone in the abroad. It taught him that while there is science, there is a hope of survival and well-being for all of us. Next question. What did the threat of mutually assured destructions imply? Right answer. Due to the nuclear race, each superpower had enough nuclear bombs to destroy another nation in the first strike. It would take 20 minutes for the rockets to reach their target. That gave the enemy enough time to send their rockets to the attacking nations, resulting in the destruction of both nations. Next question. How were the scientists able to work on the solution in spite of political and cultural differences? Right answer. In spite of being on opposite sides of the Iron Curtain, the men worked as scientists. They were able to work out a common language based on the respect to hard evidence, indisputable ranking by expertise only, and persistent self criticism. Next question. How could the Kelly's Baroque help to solve the problem? Right answer. The scientist was doing research on the theory of seismic waves. It turned out that the problem had a direct connection with the theory of seismic waves. Question number 11. Who can best ensure our safety in the world? The world is threatened by natural and man made disasters. It is scientific research which can really save us. It is through science we develop new methods of disasters preparedness and prevention. It is the scientists with their tools that are up to the challenge and can ensure our safety. Next question. Name the natural and man-made disasters commonly recognized that the very survival of our civilizations is threatened. Right answer. Natural disasters are the earthquakes, volcanoes, floods, and tsunami. Man-made disasters are economic and social crises or crisis a massive release of radioactivity from the nuclear waste disposal and environmental pollution. Next question. Which are the two factors that cause earth tremors? Right answer. The earth tremors are caused by two factors. First one by seismic waves during the earthquake. Second one by the underground nuclear explosion. Main question number 2. Read the following extracts and answer the questions followed by their extracts. First one. If you are the so clear, why are you so poor? Who does you refer to here? Right answer. Scientist. Why do they commonly say this? The scientists prepared to become scientists even though it yield low income. Why are they so poor though they are so clever? Right answer. They are least bother about the money. Second, the summons came from the president of Russian Academy of Sciences. Whom did the summons comes for? The summons comes came for Kelias Borok. Why was the summoned to detect the violation of nuclear weapons test ban agreement? Here was the he summoned to right answer Geneva. Third one, I was absorbed in my problems. First question, who does I refer to here? Right answer, Kelis Brocco. Where was he at that time? He was in Moscow. What was the problems? The problems was his research on the theory of seismic waves. At that time, even every man, woman, and child on the earth lived under the threat. What was the time referred to here? Cold War time. Why did they live under the threat? Because each superpower had more than enough nuclear bombs to destroy the others in the first strike. What was the threat? Right answer, nuclear weapons. Next question, the three nuclear powers were willing to come to an agreement. Name the three nuclear powers. Right answer, the UK, the USSR, and the USA, United States of America. UK means United Kingdom, United States of USSR means United States of Research Russian ಬರ್ತದೆ. What was the agreement? Nuclear test ban. Why were they willing to come to an agreement? Right answer, because each superpower had more than enough nuclear bombs to destroy the others in the first strike. Sixth one, the technical experts were summoned to solve the problems that arose. Who summoned the technical experts? The three superpowers. What was the problem referred here? Right answer, the three superpowers signed nuclear test ban agreement. The problem was if any one of the nations violate the agreement, how to detect it? Why were the technical experts summoned to detect the violation? Seventh one, it turned out that this problem had a direct connections with the theory of seismic waves. What was that problem? The three superpowers signed nuclear test ban agreement. The problem was if any one of the nations violates the agreement, how to detect it? The question, how it had a direct connection with the theory of seismic waves. The earth tremors are caused by two factors. First one, by the seismic waves during the earthquake. Second one, by the underground nuclear explosion. In what way it was concerned to the author? Right answer. The author was doing research on the theory of seismic tremors generated by an earthquake. Eighth question. Suddenly, my theoretical knowledge had a direct applications in the area of survival of the humankind. First question. Who is the speaker here? Kailash Borak. What was the theoretical knowledge referred to here? Knowledge about the seismic waves. How it had a direct application in the area of survival of the humankind. Kailash Borak had the theoretical knowledge of seismic waves. Ninth one, scientists and engineers from the opposite sides of the Iron Curtain had to find a solution. Where were the scientists for from actually? The scientists were from UK, USA, and USSR, Russia. Why are they referred as the scientists and engineers from the opposite sides of Iron Curtains? During the Cold War, USA and USSR were on the opposite sides or rivalries. What was the solution that had to find out? They had to find out the underground nuclear tests. Next, this episode tight me. What was that episode? Geneva meeting of scientists and technologists. Who is the speaker here? Kailash Boraka. Borak. What did that episode teach him? The episode taught him that as a scientist he had people all over the world who think and interact the way he did. I taught him never to feel lonely abroad. Main question number 3. Answer the following questions in 8 or 10 sentences. First question. What was the important decision that the politicians took before Geneva summit? What was the problem faced by them to be abide by that decision? How did they overcome it? The politicians of the superpowers took the decision to end that nuclear tests. The problem was the following. Suppose one of the participants had violated this agreement and secretly made an underground nuclear explosion. The problem is how can the other powers detect the violations? They overcame this problem with the collaborative work of the scientists. Second question. Who can the best ensure our safety in the world? How could they ensure our safety? Right answer. The scientist can best ensure our safety in the world. The scientist invent proper medicines to cure more of the diseases. They intimate the prior information about storms. They also provide the information about the new mineral deposits necessary for the production of the important medicines. They invent weapons as efficient defense from terrorism. If humanly used, science is their indispensable guardians and caretaker. It is the scientists with their tools that are up to the challenge and can ensure that we all safely move with with the time. Pursuit of the science is an support this statement in own words. Right answer. Science is an exciting adventure. The scientist will have the overwhelming feeling of our uncovering yet another one of the nature's masteries. Scientific research is an exciting venture into the great unknown and the token of humankind's survival. The science is neither a beginning nor the ending. Every research will provide exciting experiences in most of the fields. After certain extent, they become weak and end of their service. In science, the scientists establish their hold over their subject. They keep experimenting and exploring throughout their life. What the question? How are the scientists able to work in spite of political and cultural differences? What did Kailas Borak learn by working so? The scientists and engineers from the opposite sides of the Iron Curtain, where are where all first scientists, the unifying factors was science. They were all able to work on a common language based on respect to hard evidence, undisputable ranking by expertise only, and persistent self criticism. They were working out a solution that eventually allowed politicians to reach one of the most important decisions of their times: nuclear test ban. Kailas Boraka learned that as a scientist, he had people all over the world who think and interact the way I did. I tight it tight him never to feel lonely abroad. It taught him that while there is science, there is hope of survival and well-being for all us, all of us. ಇಷ್ಟು ಈ ಲೆಸನ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂಥ ಎಕ್ಸೈಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರು. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದಂತೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಗೊಂದಲ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾನು ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಆಲ್.